What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today is March 2nd, 2021, and it is a Tuesday. And thinking about Tuesdays, I feel like it's one of the least favorite days of the week because Monday is everyone's favorite day of the week. Wednesday is the midway point of the week. Thursday is basically Friday Junior. Friday is like the best day of the week. Well, second best because Monday is the favorite. And then I don't count the weekend. But yeah, Tuesdays, nothing really happens on Tuesday. It's just like you got a long way to go till Friday. So it's Tuesday anyways. And I didn't have too much time to pay attention to the market here today. I was busy with work and other things. And so this is my first time really looking at what went down. And it looks like everything went down actually, because my options column does not look very green aside from a few, what's that, Kroger, Albertsons, and I always forget which one this one is, but yeah. But I guess this article right here kind of explains that for the most part. Not really. Stocks pull back after big rally. Dow closes more than 100 points lower. So it seems like every day for the past week or two, it's like one day it will shoot up and correct, the down play. And then the day after it shoots up, it goes back down to correct that big jump back up. And then the next day, it corrects that movement down and goes back up. And I mean, eventually we're going to hit a sideways trading day and not have to worry about these constant corrections both ways. It's just when is that going to happen for the most part. And hopefully it's sometime soon, because I hate, having a little bit of hope seeing that my portfolio total is almost back to where it used to be, and then the next day it goes back down, and it's like, okay, now I gotta wait for another correction day, and then it's usually the next day. So tired of that, so we're gonna have to wait on it. But if you look at my options, they're all pretty much red. This one expires here. It's gonna be nothing. Tesla, it started good, but then I don't know what happened. I guess with everything else, it just went down. Apple, of course, Apple went down after that great day it had yesterday. Costco stays going down. I hate it. Blue Apron went down, but that's my baby boy, so it's okay. Nokia, everyone hates Nokia. Albertsons, 0% change. I don't know. Crown Holding, my other baby boy, it's okay that you went down. Kroger, it's been going up for the last few days. I always forget which one this is, but it went up. But it's a 2023 call, so I don't really care. And Walmart has been going down since their earnings call, like 3 weeks ago. And so now that we look at my stocks, because options ain't doing anything for me, COTY went down. Like I always say, it goes up to like the $7-8 range, and then it goes right back down, and then it'll go down to like $7 range, maybe high sixes, and then it'll go back up, back to the $7-8 range. Like as you can see, this is from right here is when that thing started happening. It'll just keep on correcting itself and like balance out between $7.50 and $8, somewhere around there. That's like its average for the most part. So it's just a long-term play. I mean, I'm up pretty good on it, so I don't really care what it does as long as it doesn't come crashing back down to the $5 or $6 range, really. Kirklands did a really good day today. They hit their 52-week high. It was $52 something was its high. I'm up $6,000, almost 4,000%. My average is 0.765 cents. So a really good average. If you don't know my story about this one, to sum it up, I did a limit order call, or just a limit order for 2,000 shares, but only 200 of them got filled. And so technically I should have a total return of 60,000 right now, but since that other 1,800 shares didn't get bought, I'm only stuck with a $6,000 profit, which, I mean, it's still great, but in the back of my head, knowing that there should be a zero added, or the decimal should move over 10, it makes quite the difference, as you can see. But glad it's still going up. I knew it would. That's obviously why I wanted 2,000 shares of it. But Let me stop being bitter. So that was Kirklands. Zom did good today as well. 5% it went up, and it even went up more in the after hours. Okay, it went up. Well, total 5% between normal trading and after hours. Again, it stays between this $2 to $225 range for the most part. Sometimes it'll dip down, but sometimes they go back up. Still expecting big things from Zom. Truforma, this month is the month for it. It's finally going to start taking off, start doing something with it. They got so many patents on it that are pending. Hopefully they get approved. And then, I mean, it's to the moon from there on out. It's just going to be a lot of selling to all these vets and other companies and works. But it's great that they got pretty much a revolutionary product in the pet game for them. So I don't see anything going horribly wrong with it. I don't see it coming back down to, less than $1 or even lower than 150 range anytime soon. I think we're pretty steady around the $2 range for the most part. Like, I haven't seen it really come crashing down, except last week, but I don't really count last week because everything went down. Then we got Spirit Airlines. They've been doing good for the most part, like I think the last month actually. You can see it's going back up. A lot of states and countries, I don't know, they're starting to get rid of some of those restrictions and travel and the mandates and all that kind of stuff. So I think hotels and entertainment, like amusement parks and that kind of stuff as well, is going to start picking up here again very soon, probably the second half of the year. I assume that they'll all be back to full capacity in terms of people using it or staying or whatever it may be. So that's probably going to be something I start looking into now that these vaccines are coming out and restrictions are going away. But for the most part, most of these hotels and travel agencies and all that kind of stuff, they're already almost back at their 52-week high, so it's kind of tough to want to go into them because they're already kind of over-indexed for the most part, I think. But then again, 52-week high would compare it back to last March, so that's when everything started tanking. I think it was like next week or 2 weeks from now is like the 1 year anniversary of when everything tanked, so you can't compare it to that really, I guess. So the 52-week high is going to be more recently because of that. So I guess I should look at the 5-year for it now, moving forward. Let's see. MRO is still doing good. It looks like it did a lot better earlier in the day, and then everything just kind of slumped out. But I'm still holding long term on all these stocks, honestly, just because I bought them a long time ago and I don't see any reason to sell it, because I'm not going to use the money anywhere else, honestly. And the fact that they're all giving me great return, there's no reason to fix something that's not broken. And then the last three I don't really care about because I don't have too many. Well, these two I don't care about too much. USWS, I don't know what happened here, but it used to be copying what Zom did, but now it's just kind of tanking a little bit here. So we'll have to wait and see. If it gets closer to the dollar range, I'll buy more, but I'm just going to hold on to it for now. And then the last is crypto. So if you're wondering why we just randomly popped up on Twitter, it's because Robinhood's just fucking trash and crashed on me for no reason. It's it just goes to the point of why I need to switch over to a different brokerage account. I don't want to do Webull. I want to do something much more secure, like Fidelity or Ameritrade or one of those kind of guys. But yeah, I just need to look into it, especially since I got a significant amount of money already invested in Robinhood, and so it doesn't make too much sense to keep that much in Robinhood. But anyways, I was just talking about the crypto. Bitcoin and Dogecoin pretty much did the same thing as each other, as they're pretty much inverses of each other for the most part. They went down a little bit, now they're coming back up. I think Bitcoin's around 49k, Doge is right around 5 cents like it's been for the past week. I think some news came out about Dogecoin. It was either you can get it, you can do something with it either at a bank or an ATM, like withdraw Dogecoin. I don't know what it was, but it sounded interesting. And so, the future's still looking bright for Dogecoin, whatever it was. I'll have to find the article again and look into it. So maybe in the next video I make, I'll mention it a little bit more. But anyways, I always go onto Twitter just to see what's popping on the trending page, just to get away from the stock market every now and then. And it looks like, so recently, not that long ago, I think it was like a couple hours ago, Texas lifted their mask mandate because everyone's favorite governor, Abbott, had decided that's probably the best move to do for whatever reason. I'm from Texas, if you didn't know. And I mean, I'm not going to get all political here. I don't really care about either party. I'm just neutral for the most part. But I mean, I don't care too much about COVID in terms of, my day-to-day life. Like, I don't stop doing certain things because I'm scared of COVID. I'll still do it. I'll just wear my mask when I do it and then wash my hands, sanitize, whatever afterwards. But I'm not going to like stop going to the gym because I'm scared of COVID. I'm not going to, live a life of fear. But I know a lot of people out there are still scared about COVID for whatever reasons they may have. And it looks like he was trending on a few of them. So he had that one. And then COVIDiot, I think that's him. May, that's not him. I swear there's one more. Spring break, I think it's this one. Oh yeah, because I think it's on the 10th is when everything opens up back to normal. And that's right around spring break time for most colleges and schools. So everyone's saying, after a week after, probably beginning of April maybe, is when a rise of cases will probably start happening again here in Texas. And I guess Mississippi did the same. Back to 100% capacity on everything, no restrictions anymore. So let's go ahead and see what some people have been saying about it. Gov. Greg Abbott, it is now time to open Texas 100%, no mask the world. If you don't know that episode, then you didn't have a childhood. Abbott has decided to reopen Texas 100%, and he's ending the statewide mask mandate effective next Wednesday before the general public has access to COVID vaccine. So now it's open season. We almost froze to death last week because of the same people. Texas is so swell. Well, to be fair, that wasn't last week. It was 2 weeks ago that we almost froze. But I get what she is saying. There's gotta be some better ones. Abbott just opened up Texas 100%. I hate it here. Greg Abbott ends mask mandate and opens Texas 100%. All the logical Texans, I guess I'll just kill myself. Or you could let COVID do it for you. But I mean, I get the two sides of opening it and not opening it. Like, if you want people that can't get a job or live their normal everyday life and have to live, a different life for the most part because of the restrictions that they currently have, then yeah, opening it helps a good majority of people. But at the same time, when you don't open it, you're helping a good majority of people as well for, not catching COVID as easily. I mean, the masks don't really, 100% reduce COVID contamination, but it helps for the most part. And then I guess the 6 feet thing, honestly, not that many people really were abiding by that anymore at this point. Maybe the first few months, whenever COVID was really a big deal. I'd say between March of last year through maybe June, July, somewhere around there. It was the peak times of the 6 feet rule. After that, it started going lower and lower, like 5 feet, 4 feet, 3 feet, 6 inches, whatever. But yeah. Let's look at the COVIDiot thing real quick. What's number one? Look, he popped up number one. Oh, both of them. He got both of them. All right. We can't give you power or water, but we sure as hell can give you COVID. That is true. I guess, Abbott really hasn't been going too strong here at the beginning of the year with the whole electricity issue, the water issue, now the COVID issue. And I mean, one of those tweets made sense when they mentioned the shortage of vaccines. How are you going to open up a country that can't give everybody a vaccine yet? So I mean, there is a point into, he's doing it a little bit too early. Maybe if he had enough vaccines and then wanted to open it at the same time, then it'd make a little bit more sense. But when you're missing one and you want to do the other, it kind of contradicts itself a little bit. Texas just tried to freeze his citizens to death 2 weeks ago. See, this one got it right 2 weeks ago. Now no COVID restrictions. How do you spell the word COVIDiot? ABBOTT. Now see, to be fair, you had it right at the beginning. 2 weeks was right. But that's not how you spell COVIDiot. Because you just spelled it right over here. But I mean, I get what they're trying to meme about. But yeah. To each their own. Again, I'm just being neutral. I'm not for or against either one, as you can see from what I've been saying. But I'll just stop it there. If you live in Texas or Mississippi or in the neighboring states or anywhere else, honestly, what is your opinion on this whole lifting the mandate and restrictions? Are you hoping your state does the same? Are you hoping your state, keeps them intact until maybe more vaccines come out or something else happens? Let me know in the comments below. How'd your portfolio do today? Mine did trash. Hopefully tomorrow's better. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.